Well, Eastern Cape Premier Oscar Mabuyane says the South African National Defence Force has been deployed on the border between Lesotho and the Eastern Cape to assist police curb stock theft. Mabuyane says the deployment came after an increase in stock theft incidents, pointing to it being the work of a syndicate. The number of stock theft cases in the province increased from 6,736 in 2018-2019 to 6,800 in 2019-2020. The increased policing was announced during the handover of cattle and other animals to emerging farmers in the Matatiele area to improve the gene pool of their livestock.
They are here to hand over livestock to subsistence farmers, and also later on in the day he'll be joining maize harvesting here in the Eastern Cape. Yesterday in a press conference he did announce that they've allocated 22 million rands to Alfred Zo district municipality for the planting of grain and also other developmental initiatives. But I will be joined by the Premier to sort of elaborate on those projects. Premier.
Yes, as you have already indicated, we're here to affirm our organic farmers and the people whom we have given them an opportunity to play part in the work that we're doing in improving the agriculture. We are doing this to improve our livestock as part of our overall strategic objective of food security in the province as well as in the country. We are in an area that is actually fortunate and endowed with the high rainfall. It's part of our high rainfall belt. If you talk about Matatiele, if you talk about maize production and all the other number of produce that you can think of, they are done here in Matatiele, and they were bringing these heifers and bulls to improve their livestock for them to be able to grow. We would want to take the agriculture in the province to a higher pedestal, and we believe that this province should have been far ahead. We actually spent time and invest in the agriculture, and we are a rural province. We can't be thinking about other things that cannot survive in our province. We should be focusing on agriculture. We do have land, we do have livestock here, so it's a question of us getting our debts right, and so we're working on that, and as MEC has indicated, we are going all out, not only in Matatiele, in a number of other areas in the province. We've been doing this, we've been here for the last 3 days, we have gone around a number of municipalities. All the work that we're doing it in the context of district development model that has been actually introduced by the President as a service delivery model that we must all follow in the country. So we are committing ourselves, also fighting the issues of stock theft, which is actually prevalent in this part of the province. We're meeting with South African police. They've been here. We've deployed soldiers in this area, and the South African police have been doing a sterling job in actually monitoring our borders with Lesotho. So we'll be meeting and get that kind of a feedback later today from them, and also visiting our hospitals. As you know, that we're on an ongoing actually program to improve our health facilities. We're preparing ourselves for any eventuality if this surge can come back on COVID-19. We don't want to actually lower our guard. We can't have a luxury of resting on our laurels. So we are putting everything, redoubling our effort to be always combat ready as a province. So we are very hard at work, reaching out to every corner of the province and actually take the money where it actually the mouth is.
Okay. And also, Premier, not so long ago, I think it was about a month back, we visited some of the farms here around Kokstad. We were told that about 7 farms were bought by the OR Tambo district municipality for the benefit of cooperatives and emerging farmers, but none of them are currently benefiting from that. We also saw some of the cattle were grazing literally on soil as well. Are you aware of this? Are you intervening on that matter?
We've heard about it. It's an initiative of the municipality. It was a brilliant idea. It's an idea that I've said MEC must follow up and see how best can we collaborate with the district municipality. We are supposed to be having these joint efforts to ensure that initiatives of that nature don't collapse. Would want to assist those people, those farmers that were given an opportunity. Always there is this tendency that when you give people who actually from the previously disadvantaged background, you are always setting them up for failure by not really supporting them. So we have said let's set up those systems, ensure that we support them. We would want to actually replicate what we are doing here everywhere. Even those one have been given some at some point, so we will continue continue to ensure that we support all of them. Agriculture is key. It's key for our economic recovery as a province. It's key for our economic development trajectory in the province. So we've got to focus on that and do everything possible. So that's why any initiative that we have done, we must continue with it so that we don't just leave it hanging.
Okay. Any word for those emerging farmers who might feel they are being sidelined? What would you say to them?
Everyone must wait. We are getting there. We will arrive. We can't do all these things simultaneously. We are starting somewhere. We've been continuing with this program. We've been doing it for the last couple of years. So every farmer in every corner where you are, your day is coming, and just be patient. Do what you can do. We are all out to affirm all organic farmers, but we don't want people who think that farming is luxury, is leisure. So we want farming to help us to produce food for the food security of our country. So every farmer who's actually focused on that will do that. We have also introduced the kind of centralizing the mechanization, where government must actually be in control of all the facilities or mechanization, so that we can take that and support all farmers and stop giving individuals all the implements that we've been actually doing in the past, because we have a lot of implements that are lying around on individuals that have been given in the past. We're changing our approach, we're changing our strategy, so that we can assist all people systematically.
Thank you so much for your time, Premier.
Sure.
Well, Premier of the Eastern Cape, Mr. Lubabalo Oscar Mabuyane, saying, of course, they are affirming organic farmers. They will be supporting them to make sure that they ensure food security and that their business do grow and develop here in the Eastern Cape. He's also saying that they are also following up on some of those emerging farmers which have been abandoned and left to derelict and dilapidate, saying the MEC for development, for agricultural development and agrarian reform will intervene on that matter as well, saying of course people must wait for their turn. As the government, they are trying to reach out everyone, but from now on they will not be issuing out any tenders, but they will be affirming those genuine farmers, saying that farming of course is not a luxury. Myself, Atule Joga, and the help of my colleague Fundi Somhleguze.